Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Hopefully, everyone is having a great day as always. In today's video, we are going to look at the 68, 72, 85, 95, and 2007 Kennedy half dollar. So, this is going to give us coverage over 5 different decades in the Kennedy half dollar series. Now we can see that they're going to start off not looking as well. Then by 95 and 2007, these ones are in very good shape. Let's start with this one right here. And for this video, we will talk about the value of each of these coins. I've got the official Red Book, which is a price guide for all of the coins out there that are made by the United States Mint. Now, this is just a kind of a general reference. All of the coins are sold in real time. The graded coins are sold at heritage auctions usually. There are also Stax Burrows auctions. Those are the two major auction companies out there that will sell graded coins. So that's coins that have been graded by a coin grading agency like PCGS or NGC. A lot of people are also selling the raw coins, so coins in ungraded circulation, ungraded condition on sites like eBay or any other kind of auction sites like that. So for the official guide, we'll be going by the different levels. Now, mainly, we'll look at the Mint State 63 price guide for these coins. A Mint State 63, that is defined as a mint state acceptable. That means uncirculated, but with contact marks in nicks, slightly impaired luster, fundamentally appealing appearance, and the strike is average 2 weeks. So keep in mind, that's what we're going to be talking about for a Mint State 63 price for these coins going forward. All right, so we've got a 1968. 1968 means that it is 40% silver. When you compare it to the 1972, we can see the 72's got copper showing through. The 1968 doesn't have any copper up at the top there. Now, 1968, that's going to be one of the 40% silver coins. The 90% silver Kennedy half dollars were made in 1964, the first year that they came out. Those are going to be 90% silver, and then from 65 till 70, those are going to be 40% silver, and then 71 until today, those will be the copper nickel clad combination. So this coin will have a melt value to it of around $2, a little bit over $2. So don't ever sell a silver coin for less than the melt value. At the same time, if you ever have the opportunity to buy these at less than melt value, go ahead and do it with all the money that you have. As far as the price for a Mint State 63 for 1968, these were made at the Denver Mint. Interestingly, they were only produced at the Denver Mint for 1968, 1969, and 1970, I believe. Yep, so 1968, 69, and 70, they only made these at the Denver Mint. They did make some for special sets, but those mintages aren't very high, and those will have the S mint mark on them. So 1968 Denver Mint, there were 246 million of these produced at a Mint State 63. They will be worth $6. If you bump it up to a Mint State 65, those will be worth $20. So this should be anywhere from a $2 to a $6 coin. If you've got one in part of your collection, even if it's kind of worn out, got some miscoloring to it, that would be closer to the $2 scale, but it could go all the way up to $6 in a Mint State entry-level kind of Mint State condition to it. All right, now let's bring in the 1972. So we're jumping forward a decade here. 1972, these were produced at both the Philadelphia and the Denver Mint. So my coin does not have a mint mark on it right here, which indicates that it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. If we bring this one back right here, we see the Denver Mint. This one right here doesn't have a mint mark, so that means it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. We'll look at some later, like this one right here, which actually says the P mint mark on it. But in 1972, the Philadelphia Mint was not using the mint mark for the Kennedy half dollar. 1972, there were 153 million of these that were made. at the Philadelphia Mint. There were also 141 million made at the Denver Mint, and both of those will have a value of $3 at a mint state 63 condition. So mint state means it's uncirculated, but kind of on the lower end of a uncirculated coin. This one right here clearly wouldn't make that definition of uncirculated, so therefore it's better off to just kind of either hang on to these. Maybe you can try and build a set registry, or you can put these back into circulation and use that money that you get from putting it back into circulation by returning it to a bank, and maybe get some other coins and coin roll hunt those. All right, that counts for the 70s. Now we're on to the 80s. We've got a nice D mint mark right here, 1985. 1985 at the Denver Mint, just 19 million of these were produced. At the Philadelphia Mint, there were 18 million of these. So we see quite a drop off from 1972 right here, in which there are 153 million of these made, to just 19 million of these that were produced at the 1985 Denver Mint. Now that's a trend that will continue through the 80s, the 90s, and early 2000s. The mintages really drop off as these kind of lost popularity to them. However, this one right here, although it is newer than this one right here, is going to be worth more money in a mint state 63 condition. So 1985 Denver Mint, mint state 63 condition, these will be worth $5 compared to the $3 1972 that we just looked at earlier. All right, so to recap so far, we've got the 68, that's going to be worth $6. We have the 72 going to be worth $3, and then we have the 1985 going to be worth $5 in a mint state condition. We are on to the 95 right here, 1995 at the Denver Mint. 1995 Denver Mint, there were 26 million of these that were produced. These are only going to be worth $3 at that mint state 63 condition. So interestingly, the mintage did spike up from 1985. We went from 15 million to 26 million, which I wouldn't have guessed. This one is in great condition though. Just check out the hair right here. It's got some great details to it. Now that's really should be a focal point when you're looking at the Kennedy half dollars, because this is one of the higher points on the coin, and that means that it will be the area that wears out the quickest. Now these marks right here could just see how there's kind of scratches going around the outside. Those could be what's called bag marks. So when the coin gets produced by the mint, it will get tossed around as part of that process, and there'll be some scratches on it. So even though your coin could be in uncirculated condition, it could have some scratches on it. But we have a very strong strike with the hair right here. Flip it over to the presidential seal on the reverse. We see FG, Frank Gasparello. That's the designer's initials. We see his designer's initials on a couple of other coins. All right, so 1995. The price for the 1995 Denver Mint, as I mentioned, is going to be $3. And then this is where it gets interesting. We cross over the barrier between the general circulating coins right here to a not intended for circulation. Now, 2002, the United States Mint decided to stop producing these coins for mass circulation and started to only sell them directly to coin collectors. Now, I'm on the United States Mint website right now. To get there, you would go to catalog.usmint.gov, and that's where you can actually buy coins like this. They are currently selling Kennedy half dollars. You can buy 2 roll sets for $32.95. So that comes out to be about $1.25 per coin. Now, there are 40 coins in total that you get for $32. So that comes out to about $1.25. So someone bought this right here, and then once they paid more for it, they ended up putting it back into circulation. I do have another theory that the United States Mint does dump all the coins that they don't sell just right into circulation, because there are some people out there, like Half Dollar Make You Holla in their channel. They come across a lot of these as they coin roll hunt, mostly half dollars, looking for silver ones, and they do come across a lot of these. So I do suspect that the United States Mint, if they don't sell out all of their Kennedy half dollars. They just dump them into regular circulation. So that's likely how I came across this one right here. We have a 2007 Philadelphia Mint. Now I'm going to quickly rewind and tell you the mintages from 2001 to 2002, because that's when the drop off between the ones that were made for circulation and the ones that weren't made for circulation. So in 2001 at the Philadelphia Mint, there were 21.2 million of them produced. In 2002 at the Philadelphia Mint, just 3.1 million. So we can see generally the sets only produced, that's going to be in the 1.7 million to 3 million range. Now skipping forward to 2007, which is the one I've got right here at the Philadelphia Mint, there are 2.4 million of these that were produced. And actually, guess what? These coins right here at a Mint State 63 are going to be the lowest value of them all, of the coins that we looked at. These ones are only worth $2. Now, that's likely because all of the coins, all of those 3 million coins, were sold directly to collectors who are going to hang on to them and take very good care of them. So a lot of the people who received those probably submitted them right to PCGS to get graded. So therefore, a lot of the coins out there are graded coins. Now, a graded coin, I'll share with you what they look like. They're going to look something like this. This is a container from PCGS. It certifies. We have the certification number up here. Tells you what type of coin. This is also known as a slabbed coin. So that's what we mean when we see a graded coin. You submit it to a coin grading agency. They give it a grade and then send it back to you looking like that. All right, so these ones are worth $2. And then let's rewind. We had the 1995. These ones were worth $3. Then going back to 1985, these ones were worth $5. And then going back to 1972, we had $3. And then 1968, we have these ones right here worth $6. Those are all the prices for a Mint State 63 version of these coins. All right, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. We kind of gave an overview of the different decades that you can get for the Kennedy half dollars. Hopefully you found it informative. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy and best of luck coin collecting out there. Take care.